Hello children, welcome to another class of English language. Today we will be learning how to read time from a clock, how to tell the time. But before that, what we should know is the difference between a clock and a watch. So a watch is something we wear on our wrist right here. It tells the time, but it is small and worn on our wrist. A clock is bigger and is usually put on a wall, a table or a desk. Now we are going to learn chapter 20. So this diagram here I have drawn is of a square clock. Clocks are usually of round shape or square. Now, if you notice, I have drawn a square box which is a clock and I have written numbers from 1 to 12. A clock has 12 numbers which tells us or shows us that there are 12 hours. There are 24 hours in a day, 12 hours during the day and 12 in the night. Now if you look at the watch or the clock, here I have also written certain things next to these numbers. First, what we do is we draw two hands on the clock, a small one and a big one. Let us draw the small one at 3. The small hand tells us the hour, whereas the big hand tells us the minute. So there are 60 minutes in each hour. The big hand, it shows us how many minutes have passed or how many minutes are left. How do we find out how many minutes have passed or how many minutes are left? We can divide this clock into two parts, the right side part and the left. Now when we talk about the numbers on the right side, we often use the word past. If you notice, I have written past with every number here. 5 past, 10 past, quarter past, 20 past, 25 past and half past. So the right side, it denotes how many minutes are over or how many minutes have been passed since the hour. The small arm, the small hand, it shows us the hour. Now the right side, the left side of the clock, it shows us how many minutes are left for the next hour. If you see this, here I have drawn the hands which show us it is 3 o'clock. Now once the big arm crosses the right side and goes towards 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. These numbers will show us how many minutes are left for it to become 4 o'clock. So here, while talking about the numbers from 6 to 12, we use the word 2. Now let us see how we tell the time when the different hands are on different numbers. First, the 12. Number 12 tells us the exact hour of the day. Here the clock shows us that the small hand is on number 3 and the big hand is on number 12, which tells us it is 3 o'clock. Now you should know that each number here has a count of 5 minutes. So you can easily count 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So every number has 5 minutes or 5 counts between them. If you know the table of 5, you can easily tell the time. Now what you need to know is how the time is set. Now if the big hand travels from 12 to 1, now the time here is 5 past 3. Why? Because there are 5 minutes here which have passed. Now if the hand crosses from number 1 to number 2, now 5 plus 5 makes 10. So here you see it is 10 past 3. The same way, if the big hand goes from 2 to 3, it becomes quarter past 3. If it reaches here, it becomes 20 past 3 or 20 past 4. It depends where the small hour hand is. Next, when the big hand comes to the number 5, you can say it is 25 past 3 or 25 past 4. Now if you see, the big hand has to come here on number 6, which is the exact half of the clock, which is why we say it is half past. Half past means out of 60 minutes, 30 minutes have been over. Now let us come to the left part of the clock. The same way, just as this has 30 minutes here, this left side has 30 minutes as well. So the same numbers have been written here: 5, 10, quarter, 20 and 25. Now when the big hand comes to number 7, we say it is 25 to 4, because I said earlier that when it crosses number 6, it goes on to the next hour. It was on number 3, but as it crosses number 6, the small hand, it travels towards number 4. Now here we have 25 minutes left to be 4 o'clock. The same way, when it comes to number 8, the time is 20 to 4, which means 20 minutes left to be 4 o'clock. When the big hand travels to number 9, there are 15 minutes left. So 15 minutes means quarter. We never say 15 past, 15 to. We always use the word quarter. Quarter to 4. Now when the big hand comes to number 10, there are 10 minutes left to be 4. So we use the words 10 to 4. That means there are 10 minutes left. And this way it comes to number 11, which has only 5 minutes left here. So we use the word 5 to 4. The similar way, when it comes back to number 12, it becomes 4 o'clock. So children, I hope you have understood how we read the time